Hey everybody, it's Griff again, back with another episode of the HLP. Nothing really at the top. Hope everybody's staying safe and healthy and enjoying the stuff that we're putting out for you. I won't spend too much getting into this spidery episode, so enjoy episode 91, Swarm Troopers.
Like liquor and things that go boom? Then buckle up, listener, cause this one's for you. Prepare yourself for the Hideous Laughter Podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hideous Laughter Podcast, episode 91. God, it's been happening lately where Steve just fucking mimics me doing this. And it's like, sorry, it's the intro shtick.
I've actually been doing this every episode. I've just been more animated lately.
Okay. I should start doing the Zone of Truth intro since you send that to me early.
That's true. That'd be great. I'd really enjoy that. But you just have a cadence to it. Hi, welcome back to the Hideous Laughter Podcast episode, whatever. And so I just kind of mouth along with that. It gets me ready for the episode.
Okay. Well, as long as it gets you ready, I mean, that's more than I could hope for. Haley, what you drinking?
Well, since we're recording these two back to back, since this is a crazy combat that we led off on, I am drinking the mango rum and Starburst drink mix again, except I did not put more drink mix in. I used the diluted version from the first episode and then just added a lot more rum and water.
Do you want to explain why you're a monster to the fans?
I felt as though more alcohol would be okay and less flavoring because it is sweet.
Wow, that says a lot.
To be fair, it's very sweet. It's almost
It's a Starburst.
almost as sweet as Brooks.
Aw, thanks, Griff. I currently do not have any laws because I'm still on the claws. Mango today, as in a couple hours later.
We're twinning.
You didn't get introduced.
She's allowed to talk. Let her talk. Speaking of no laws, and I'm sure that applies to nuptial laws as well. Hey, Emily.
Dear God.
What you drinking?
Who knows what's going to happen this combat? I am also drinking a mango White Claw.
Guys could be seeing the collapse of the Campbell family.
Again.
Real time.
The end of an empire.
How many times has this happened?
It's all evidence. Yes.
Oh, man. Speaking of evidence, this Vizzy is evidence that God loves us and wants us to be happy. Because it's the best strawberry kiwi flavored alcoholic beverage I've had.
I'm really looking forward to that. Strawberry kiwi can either go super faint or like super heavy and be all up in your face.
I'd say it's on the more faint side, but in the sense that like a good strawberry lemonade has just the right amount of strawberry that makes it a strawberry lemonade, but it doesn't overpower the lemonade.
Strawberry kiwi.
But yeah, in terms of strawberry, I'm trying to do an analogy.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Speaking of an analogy, hey Steve, why is that drink called alligator sperm?
So yes, I hinted last week or last episode that I was drinking something that had to do with seminal fluid. So the patrons clearly love me very much. There were 4 different drinks they could vote on. The one they voted on was alligator sperm. So I am glad that we had plenty of time for me to order that directly from Florida. And here we are.
Well, I mean, yeah, Florida would ship that.
Nah, this isn't actual sperm. Sorry to burst your bubbles, guys.
Surprise.
But what this is, it is Midori, pineapple juice, and cream. It's supposed to be a shot. I poured
way too much of that.
Half a solo cup of it.
5 shots.
Okay. That's not awful. I'm fine with it. There's actually This actually tastes very much like shots I used to take in college.
That's not giving us a lot to go on, considering you used to take barbecue sauce shots.
Save that for the Patreon content. Talk about barbecue sauce shots all day long there.
I mean, it looks like a shamrock shake.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
No, that's leprechaun sperm. This is alligator sperm. So it's actually pretty good. It's not bad.
Nice.
So this is going to be my mixed drink for the night, which is just a giant shot.
I mean,
Perfect.
I'm not sure what Midori percentage is, but
20.
you might
so
be.
not bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
actually
You're
like
all right.
It's realistically just like kind of a weak mixed drink. It's not bad.
Yeah.
But it's very sugary.
It's a weak mixed drink, but it's thick.
Oh, it's thick. Yeah.
You know what else is thick? This gargantuan tarantula.
Nailed
Say
it.
that 10 times fast. This gargantuan tarantula. You are in the midst of combat with this sucker, and it's thrown out barbs. It's attacked Ikmer and Matumbe. It's shaken off some of its babies, and they've swarmed all around Ikmer in particular. And it's just in general a bad time. Freya, from where you are, make me a perception check.
Ooh, a 29.
Nice.
With a 29, you notice that although people have fled, most are watching this spectacle.
Dicks.
Except for a couple of notable exceptions. You notice that Posse, the groundskeeper, and Bellic, who you just notice as people because you've met Bellic, but you haven't met Posse. But you notice that those two are not in the room. And everyone else is, including Estovian.
What about Delgros is the one that handles the exotic
Delgros
animals.
has never been.
Hasn't been here at all for dinner. Okay.
Nope.
Does Freya see them like cowering and scared behind tables, or are they like
They're not in the room, as far as she can see.
No, the people that are still left.
The people that are still left are they're doing exactly what Matumbe has said, and what Ikmer has said is like, stay behind me. I'm gonna take it. Like they're they're afraid.
I was worried they were watching this like a show.
Oh yeah, I mean like they're
that's what I
here.
got.
They've
Yeah.
stayed in the room, but
They're taking cover and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it still is kind of a spectacle
I mean,
to them.
you're not wrong.
You have to pay a lot of money to get something like this. And with that, go ahead and take your turn, Freya.
All right. What kind of knowledge check would this be?
This would be a knowledge nature.
I'll leave that for Matumbe.
Really? The cleric of Erastil doesn't have that knowledge nature?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Clerics don't have great knowledges.
Clerics don't have a lot of skill points.
Yes, it was rough. But anyway, Freya, from where she's at, she still has a good view of this giant tarantula. And she pulls 2 arrows out of her quiver and fires them in quick succession. A 16 and an 18.
Nope.
All right. Well, that's her whole turn.
Okay, this swarm of spiders forms itself into a line from Ikmer and coats Matumbe as well. I need you both to make a fortitude save.
How does a 19 total strike you?
Sounds good to me.
Sweet.
Well, $17 on the die brings it to a 28.
You're good. So here's what's going to happen. You both take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
As the swarm swarms around you. This doesn't bypass your DR, but it does. It doesn't have to roll to hit because it's a swarm. The other thing that happens is you take a -1 circumstance penalty on attack rolls, weapon damage rolls, and ability and skill checks.
Is that distracted?
No, that's something different.
Also, I really don't mean to be a dick, Matumbe, but do you get 3 of those because you're large?
No, he doesn't get.
Oh,
He
okay.
doesn't get multiple. It affects once. But it's going to be harder for him to get out of the swarm now because he's got more swarm on him. It is Matumbe's turn.
The -1 circumstance. What condition?
I don't see
Was
it
that
on
a
the sheet.
condition?
It's not a condition. It's a special ability of this swarm. So just know you have a -1 to attack, to damage, to skills and ability checks. Not to saves, not to AC, so...
I think you might just need to essentially like take off the prayer bonus that I gave you, but just know your skills would be a +1.
But then our saves would too.
Oh, okay.
Just take a
remember.
just take a
remember.
minus, all right?
Remember.
So the first thing he's going to do is roll a knowledge nature check, which I should have done 2 rounds ago. Taking into account the -1, that's a 25 total.
For the giant tarantula?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. You get 2 questions.
Special defenses.
Special defenses, it doesn't really have... Well, I'll give you this. These barbed hairs, any creature that does not have a reach weapon that attacks it has to make a reflex save or be affected by the hairs that it would normally shoot at people, and so make the fortitude save. So, as you've seen your friend Ikmer become nauseated, that's any time you hit it with something that's not reach.
Well, that's good to know. I mean, it doesn't help us because nobody here does reach damage, but all right.
I'm shooting arrows from afar.
It's not a reach weapon.
It's just ranged.
Range.
Yeah.
Gosh, technicality.
This thing got any weaknesses, I guess?
Yeah, Eclipse would scream out, I need the weaknesses!
No, it doesn't have any weaknesses.
Try not to get up in its business like Ikma and I am doing. Also, it's not weak to anything, so just behave normally. He's gonna swing at it with his book.
Okay.
It's not gonna hit. It's my last not hit was a 21. It's gonna be way below that.
Okay. Yep, it misses. But fortunately, you don't have to make the save.
Great.
Ikmer, you're nauseated. You can only move.
Well, going into total defense would be super fun, except that is a standard action.
You'd be right about that.
If I move, I
Incur.
and if I don't, I guess I wouldn't.
You could take a 5 and get out of the swarm.
Yeah, I guess that's true. And that is indeed.
So you take a 5
What I
foot
do.
over, so you're still in range to attack the thing and not in the swarm.
That is right. He is now beside the, I guess, the wall. I guess a 5-foot wall that separates this dining room from everywhere else, and it's crazy. Where he's at, or I guess what I picture, is he is almost inside of a Christmas tree, where these needles. All of the Christmas tree needles are the hairs and barbs on this thing, and then the ornaments are these egg sacs falling on him, and it is man, yeah.
Hey. Great analogy. Still gross.
Oh, it is. But yeah, these ornaments of sacs are very fun.
Eclipse.
Alright, so Eclipse is going to move 5, 15, 20 diagonal so that she is 5 foot behind Freya. And then I need a reflex save.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
I am spending 2 points of mental focus in evocation to go ahead and do an energy blast for 66 points of damage. I am going to go ahead and choose acid, I guess. Why not? 25 points of acid damage.
Okay. It's its turn. It didn't like that. It's just going to move right past Matumbe and Ikmer. Ikmer can't take an AOO, but Matumbe certainly can. Into the middle of the room, so it's within range of everybody.
Natural 20.
Roll to confirm.
I'm going to add my judicious
Move it
force
further
here.
so it's out of his, direct range. It's going to be right up in your face.
Why wouldn't I be able to take an AOL? Because
you're
Not
nauseated.
Well, the nauseated stops at the start of
The end of its turn.
The end of its turn? Ah.
Natural 19 to confirm. That's a
Hell
confirmed crit,
yeah.
Griff.
All right.
I know that for a fact.
Roll me a reflex save.
Ooh, well, I guess. The -1s don't.
Reflex save might not do it with a 13. In fact,
Well.
I'm sure that doesn't.
Fortitude save.
Okay. Natural 2, no way.
You are nauseated for 5 rounds. But go ahead and take your hit.
Oh,
all right.
One sounds pretty good right now, or just one round sounded very generous.
Yeah, it's D6, so.
Ha ha! Amazing. So as this thing moves past it, it scrapes Matumbe. He begins to retch, but as he does, he throws down the book as hard as he can. For 42 points of damage. Whoa.
All right. It attacks Eclipse.
That's so mean.
Yeah, that'll hit. That's going to be 31 points of damage. And I
Ow.
need a fortitude save.
Alright. Is this,
It's poison.
damn it. $25.
Fail.
Fuck.
Oh.
25 fails?
12 plus 13 is 25, right? Do I have that right?
Yes.
Did I do my math? Fuck.
Did you take the prayer into account?
Yes.
Okay. You take 6 points of strength damage.
No.
Now it's Frey's turn.
Actually, Griffin, that should be -1 to my damage then.
Oh, yes, it is -1 to your damage. Fuck out of here.
So 41 instead of 42.
Oh, guys, that does not do me good.
I really wish this creature was evil, but because it's an animal, it's likely not evil. Freya takes a look around the battlefield here and looks at Ikmer. Would like to do a heal check. $14.
Nope. 15 to now.
So what sort of, if Freya takes a 5-foot step back and then tries to fire arrows at the spider, is that provoking?
Yeah, it'll provoke.
Okay.
It has a 20-foot reach.
Ah.
By the way, is anyone else instantly stressed? Because
Oh, did you just take 31 points of damage and 6 points of strength damage?
yeah, I don't feel good.
Yeah, I mean, I was waiting on that reveal, but everybody was rolling 19 on the dice for those fortitude saves.
I mean, I rolled not bad. And I
Yeah.
have a great, modifier, too. 25 is high.
I'm nauseated for 5 rounds. So, I already rolled my knowledge check. There's nothing else I can do.
You can
for
still
5
do
rounds.
that. Yeah, I guess you're done. You can move around.
I'm out.
Take move actions.
It's gonna be over here drinking my alligator cum.
You guys totally have it on the ropes.
I did 40 points of damage in that attack of opportunity. That was pretty good.
That was good. That was great.
That was probably Mitume's hardest hit this entire campaign. Actually, it definitely was. Without a doubt in my mind, it was. But that's it. I'm done. I'm out.
But that's it.
You get one 40 damage hit, and then you have to be out for 5 rounds. That's how it works. That's how the Matumbe hits work.
Freya takes a 5-foot step back so she's right next to Eclipse. She's going to try to cast defensively.
Okay.
Okay.
I like the sound of that. Cleric to the rescue once again.
We'll see.
Come on.
Ooh, nice. Okay. Yeah, so I got a 27, so that beats the DC.
Yep,
19.
you're good.
All right, so Freya reaches her hand out, and a burst of light comes out and erupts above the spider, and I need it to make a reflex save.
Not great, only a 17.
Oh, that just beats it. So it's going to be dazzled
Well, that'll matter.
for 2 rounds. It was going to be blinded if it failed. And is it evil? Because if it's evil,
No,
it'll
it's
take
not
damage.
evil.
I figured.
It's a spider.
I tried.
It's a mindless spider.
I tried.
Those goddamn evil mindless spiders. All right. Swarm's turn. It's going to move up to Ikmer. So part of it's going to envelop Ikmer. The rest of it's going to continue to envelop Matumbe. Matumbe and Ikmer, you each take 3 points of damage. And this penalty continues, obviously, but it would continue even if the swarm left.
Do I have to make a fortitude save?
Yes, you guys both need to make fortitude saves against the distraction.
Total 20.
Yeah, you're fine.
24.
Yep.
How much
Actually,
damage?
sorry, one more from both of you.
How much damage was that?
3 damage, so I think
Okay.
you bypass it
Yeah.
entirely.
Natural 1.
Natural 1.
Fucking ridiculous.
You don't feel so good.
Well,
I don't feel so good in real
Yeah.
life.
gonna say, what's new?
I was drinking beer till like 4 in the morning and then made microwave White Castle and was listening to Star Wars soundtracks. Yeah, I got fucked up. I woke up feeling like shit, and now Matume's feeling like shit too.
At least life imitates art.
Exactly.
Matumbe, you can move.
Yep. I am nauseated. Jeez.
I got a 15 total.
You got a 15, you're fine.
So he sees that there's this swarm bridging the gap between him and Ikmer, and he knows the danger, but he can't just keep getting bit by this swarm as he's like hurling on the ground. So he starts to stagger towards the corner of this room away. He's going to take a move action and incur from the giant spider if it wants to try and hit him.
Yes, it definitely does. Does not like him after that crit.
Nice.
That's going to be a 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
It.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay.
I was.
And you're too far away for Freya to channel.
Bye,
And I was-
Matumbe.
Oh man,
How much health do you have?
not enough.
Honey.
Not enough. You took more than I
34
did.
points of damage.
Yeah, I had 39. I'm fine.
Please make me a fortitude save.
Oh no.
Honestly, right now, I'm just...
Do you have a
I am
card
thankful
to
it's
use?
not Constitution.
Yeah, if it was Constitution, this actually would be bye bye Matumbe.
Yeah, then I would be really worried. Right now, I mean, strength would suck, but yeah, I'm rolling like garbage tonight, guys. This is after I move away from my
Is it less than a 26?
It's an 11.
Okay. You take 5 points of strength damage.
And as he stumbles away, he feels the strength sap out of him, and he stares across this room, not more than 60 feet away from him, to the sapling rod on Eclipse's back. Please restore me.
Bring me back. Ikmer. You're no longer nauseated. I haven't done a lick of nothing to this swarm. I guess it's the least of your problems, right? I guess I could park it on Matumbe and have it just do constant damage till he's out.
How smart is that swarm?
It's not very smart.
That's
It's
what
not
I
very smart.
thought. Get out of here.
Right?
Yeah, I am very conflicted. There is a part of me that wants to take AOO damage to get closer.
I mean, you're going to take AOO damage either way if you move.
I mean, you
Right,
you can only do a
but-
5-foot step.
But that is exactly right, that I could take a 5-foot step back.
But, so depending on if this creature has combat reflexes, Matumbe already got attacked.
Matumbe did get attacked this round.
So you might not get AOO.
That's what I was banking on personally.
Yeah, I unfortunately go after the spider.
Yeah, you're the first one.
That
Combat
is-
reflexes is a feat that to me implies some sort of training. I don't think it's...
Could have asked it on your knowledge check, but unfortunately.
That or it's super fast.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Which it could have that. So it is an option, though. It might not hit you. We don't know.
But you do you.
You willing to gamble? You feeling lucky, punk?
Also, if you get closer within 30 feet of Freya, she can channel and heal you a little bit.
I know for a fact he needs it less than Matumbe.
Matumbe's too far away, though.
that's-
Yeah.
Matumbe's the lost cause at the corner. Okay?
Yeah, remember how like Ikmer treated the Lopper fight? Yeah. I see similarities here. Yeah, he's at a crossroads between what everyone has been telling him for quite a while now, as preserve yourself to then make tomorrow that much better. Ikmer steps in to take on the spider in close quarters.
Spider hisses at you and dribbles this venom, but it does not attack.
Yay!
Oh, fuck
Thank
yeah.
goodness.
I needed that badly.
Again, the gold die is going to be first.
How do you have 2 attacks after you move? You didn't take a 5-foot step.
Yep, just one.
You are right. What is even better is that this is a 2 critical threat combat for Ikmer.
Nice. Roll to confirm.
This is 19.
19?
19 on the die. Eight on the die, bringing it to a 24.
Yep, confirms.
Hell yeah.
Dang.
Wow. Okay. Statistically high damage. This is 25. Damages.
Clips.
Eclipse is gonna take 5, 10, 15 feet back.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do a ranged touch attack, energy ray, at this spider.
Mm-hmm.
Natural one.
All right, you miss. Spider's turn. Not pleased with Ikmer.
Well, it was faced the other way.
Does the poison...
It deserves it.
Oh, yes. Go ahead and make me a fortitude save. Thank you for bringing that back up.
Does a 26 save?
26 meets. You're still poisoned. We'll deal with that next round.
Oh, what?
Because I was read the rules. Apparently, if you meet it, you mitigate the effects for a round.
Oh, interesting.
So
I never knew
normally
that.
I would make you take another d6 of poison damage, but apparently that's not how it's done.
Really?
Yeah, so
Really? Yeah, that is. This is just for
gonna
poisons or
attack at
specifically?
Tricky Icky here. Gonna be a natural 15, which will certainly hit into the mid-30s.
Oh yeah.
Normally, that's where I like them.
That's 34 points of damage. And I need a fortitude save.
All right. I'm trusting your die on this one, Griffin.
All right, let's see if it votes for you or votes for its creator. Well, actually, Haley's its creator, technically. I just polished it.
I love the fact that you polish these.
What?
Thank you. Just thank you.
He just likes to say, oh yeah, Griff, you polished my die, didn't you? How'd you do?
There is an implication about Ikmer polishing his sword and how this would also be similar. Yeah, didn't do hot
No.
with a total of 14.
That's going to be 1 point of strength damage.
Wow. Ikmer getting pretty lucky on
Ikmer's
these
gotten
rolls.
lucky in most rounds of anything. Oh boy. Okay, Freya.
Freya can tell where she's at. She can reach the most of her companions with her positive energy. So she takes a wide stance and stomps her feet and channels positive energy through the ground around the spider to
Yes,
Ikmer and
bitch.
Eclipse.
Can you ignore a 20 by 20 square?
Selective channeling.
Does selective channeling allow you a certain amount of squares, or?
It's a certain amount of like
Creatures.
energy.
Target.
Creatures,
All right.
yeah. I can
I
double
like to
check.
think of it as squares. I'm thinking it. Everyone's thinking it right now.
It's targets. It's targets. So she can avoid the spider and channel to her companions, and I rolled real well.
Oh, that does Matumbi a world of good.
I think you have to take a 5 foot up. Because it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35. 5,
Oh,
15,
take-
20,
okay.
20.
You
Yeah,
can take
okay,
a 5
sorry.
easily. Yeah.
5 foot step up.
What was the value?
And Eclipse chooses to heal from negative energy.
20 points of healing.
Wow.
That's...
Wow.
I'm really sorry,
My health is
Matumbe,
at
but
That'd be
you
nice.
are way too far away.
I had to do it.
All right. The spiders, sensing weak prey, swarm on Matumbe,
No!
Oh no!
dealing 5 points of damage.
Takes me exactly to 0.
Wait,
Then I need-
how are they actually situated? I need to know.
They're all the way around him, like on every square he's in. Go ahead and, well, you're nauseated. I don't even really give a fuck about these rolls.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to matter.
You're done. Matumbe, it is your turn. You can move. I think that's what you do here. You move the full extent of your move to get out of this.
Yeah, there's nothing else I really can do. I have to move at half speed. 5, 10, 15. Matsumbe is literally at 0 hit points, which means he has to move half speed. My movement speed is 30 right now. So he basically just gets barely outside of the spider swarm, and he's kind of limping back to the table that he left a little while ago. And he looks like shit. I mean, he got hit really hard.
I think you've actually started like a panic. You've started a panic by walking back towards a table that you were formerly at, and you're like, you're dying, dude. Like, you're dying, and they can see that, and they start to freak out a little bit.
Griffin, I would not argue with that. If a man at 0 hit points started walking to me during a dinner, I'd be a little upset.
Well, I mean, they're cowering, but now I think they're, like, trying to find the exits.
Well, this is dinner and combat. We missed the show part.
Dinner and a combat. All right, Ick, you're up.
He sees Matumbe just stagger along the wall, bracing himself under very weak legs.
Yeah, you've never thought, like, a large Matumbe could look so frail.
I mean, to be fair, you've seen me in negative hit points like 12 times.
Like, you haven't been large in negative.
That's true. Yeah, that's
normally
absolutely true.
large Matumbe is super imposing.
Well, actually, he has been large and in negative hit points, but and a book too.
Okay, fine.
Well, that was in an epic combat. This is just a fucking
Well, then
absolutely,
bullshit.
absolutely.
Ikmer has seen it before and doesn't worry one bit.
Don't worry about it. Shoots an arrow at Matumbe. Dance.
He's got health to spare.
Rolls a medicine check or a heal check. Oh, he should.
I didn't know you were such a theater performer.
Ikmer deflecting a barb with his sword and then returning 2 shots or 2 strikes right back at the spider. Full attack with the gold die being first. All right, 29 to hit first. The next one is a 21.
Miss.
All right, he does a total of 12.
12 damage.
Yeah.
And by 2 hit points, he slays the beast.
Oh, thank
But
goodness.
combat is still on as you have not dealt with
These goddamn swarms.
the children of the monster.
Oh, man.
This swarm. Good fuck. How do you kill it?
Oh, I mean, he takes one leg out that is supporting it, and then it falls, and based on that, jumps into the air to penetrate its outer shell directly between the 8 eyes that it has staring at him.
And you see the wolfy rage come from Ikmer as his fur grows dense enough. And I'm not saying you're turning into a wolf, but you have enough of the wolfy DR to bypass all of the bristles as you climb the severed leg up to the midsection, the thorax of this creature. Just plunge the sword down and it separates the thing, and you fall to the ground and you tumble and you do a cartwheel almost back to your feet, and it just gushes this green ichor all over the ground. But your friend's dying, and it's Eclipse's turn.
And I need the swarm to make a reflex save.
Oh boy. Okay. I am not excited for this. 18?
That actually passes. And I didn't roll great damage. So you take only 5 points of electricity damage.
But it's an area of effect thing, right?
It's a 5-foot line attack.
Okay, yeah, that works.
I'm gonna chill out here and keep doing that, because I think that's gonna be our best method.
Freya, it's your turn.
Also, I can be 170 feet away, so don't worry.
I'm not worried. I'm not going much further.
Freya's only way to do an area of effect spell that would actually damage it would also damage Matumbe. So instead
Sounds
of doing
good.
that,
Let's do it.
instead of doing that,
Yeah.
Freya moves around the spider, which I believe gets her just within a 30-foot radius of Matumbe. If I did
No.
my math.
No. You're very close, but no.
If you like swing it around.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, so I'm like one
Yep.
away.
One
I only
away.
have a 20-foot move speed, so that's like
Unfortunate.
as far as I can get. Can you ready an action for like the second half of your turn or once you do part of it?
You can ready an action as long as you have a standard left, I believe.
So Freya moved. If she could ready an action to channel if Matumbe gets within range,
You certainly could.
because I believe Matumbe will go before the baby spiders will go.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
No.
Oh,
No.
Also, yeah, as
I thought I
I'm-
went right after the spiders.
dying.
You're right after the big spider and right before the
yeah, okay.
babies. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure
I-
dying means that.
It's not going to do 14 points of damage. We're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are fine.
Yep.
Then
Just roll my 2d12s.
Sure. Sure.
Freya's gonna do the best she can. So she casts Burst of Radiance again over the swarm, so they need to make a reflex save.
What type of effect is this?
It's a 10-foot radius burst. Creatures in the area are blinded or dazzled. It's a good or light effect.
Okay.
Evil creatures would take damage, but I already know they're not,
Not evil. All right. 22.
That succeeds, but they are...
Dazzled
Dazzled
is not
for
going to
4
matter
rounds.
for them. Don't worry about
Oh, yeah, because they
it.
automatically, hit.
So they move on Matumbe. Dealing 6 points of damage.
All right. It's at -6.
And they just pump this disgusting venom into him. And he's dying.
Yeah, they break over him like a wave and he just collapses.
Matumbe, make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Natural 20.
Natural 20. You're
Yeah.
Stable.
Woo!
stable. Ikmer.
Ikmar, get Matumbe out of there! Pull him out if you can.
You don't have the actions to do so.
Damn it.
Yeah, that is the case. He has not lost.
Unless you transformed into a wolf with giving you a 50-foot land speed.
No, awful.
No.
Awful.
Horrible
What?
choice.
I mean, I'm just here to give advice, okay?
Horrible
I just,
Awful advice.
Durston's in the room like, I knew it. Everyone knew it.
I didn't need to say the words. Yeah, no. He is. Ikmer has kept his eye on the prize here, I guess you could say, in defeating this creature in the swarms, and so he's going to charge at the swarms and attack them as best as he can, sliding into them, hopefully taking out a couple as he can just roll over them. Ah, yes. This is a 19 on the die again.
Perfect. Does 0 damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to confirm?
Do you want to
Yeah.
confirm that crit?
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Griffin, it was a 1 on the damage die.
Well, it does. It certainly does. It makes me feel better for you, because if it was really high damage, it would have sucked.
I mean...
Eclipse. They're in your sights. So is Matumbe in all of the spaces that they occupy. This large Mwangi man is... think of it as him on the ground, and Matumbe's wearing a breastplate, right?
Correct, yeah.
And these spiders are just under it and in it and over his face and under his top hat, crawling in and out and just envenomating him.
Not under
if that's
the
a
top
word.
hat.
Let's say I wanted to pull him out. Or something wanted to pull him out. What kind of check would that be?
That would be a combat maneuver check to reposition. You would need to beat it by 10 in order to move him 10, because he's not going to be out of it in 5 feet, right? No matter which way you move him.
So it's a CMB?
CMB against his, yeah, I'm going to say it's just his CMD.
Against his CMD.
Representing how difficult it is to now pull an over 1 ton Matumbe out of fucking anything.
Yeah, I used Shaq's actual height and weight for this. In real life, he weighs 341 pounds. When you enlarge a person, it's times 8, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So it's over 2,400 pounds.
That is
big old
over a
Matumbe.
ton.
So how much longer is this lasting?
5 rounds.
Yeah, 5 more.
Oh.
Actually, I didn't decrement it. So 4 more rounds, but I mean, that's a long time.
Yeah, that's critical.
Just damage the swarm, we'll be fine.
Yeah, just damage the swarm. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm working on that. I'm trying to figure out what is a good thing that can damage the swarm.
You know, if you were good,
Weapon.
All right.
If you were good.
instead of neutral, I could smite evil, but it would also hurt you because you're neutral, and so is this creature.
So then how could you smite evil?
Smite evil hurts neutral creatures.
Oh.
It hurts them a little bit.
Yeah.
It hurts evil a lot.
Gotcha.
And it hurts good nothing.
Yeah. So if you were good, I could target and hurt them. Some. Not much, but some.
Go ahead and try it and see what happens. But please don't.
No,
I'm
please
not
don't.
going to.
Well, if they live.
I think
Matumbe
Freya
lives,
knows you
then
well
Matumbe
enough.
definitely dies.
Okay, so Eclipse is gonna spend a point of mental action to summon a large auroch, which is a herd animal known for pulling things out of things.
All right.
Hold up. Okay. All right.
And it's going to attempt to now pull Matumbe out.
Okay.
Okay.
Reposition.
And that's just like a straight. It appears in like a standard
action.
Hell yeah! Awesome.
Yeah, it's one of her. Because it's a level 1 summon, she can do it.
It's actually, I'm up to Summon Monster 3.
Oh, you're up to 3 now as a standard? That's pretty cool.
I'm not going to get it because I rolled a 4 on the die. And even a 15 will not do it.
That won't.
But I'm working on it, man. Just try
Not
it.
gonna do it.
Yeah, that fails. Freya.
Oh, I also want to move 20 feet closer.
Sure.
Thank you.
15, 20.
Freya moves up, so she's right next to, the summoned creature. She can tell Matumbe, I mean, he's dying right now, so she channels positive energy again.
That's what I'm talking about.
Avoiding the swarm.
Can you? It's in all of Matumbe's.
They're separate
I'm fucking with you. I know it's a square thing.
Oh, man. Not nearly as good of healing, only 9 points.
Okay.
Hey, I'm positive. That'll do.
Toonbei takes 6 more points.
No, I'm not.
Swarm damage goes negative again. Ikmer, you take 6 points of damage as well as one of the swarm moves to your space. Please make me the Aurochs as well. Take 6 points.
Oh, okay.
Please make me a fortitude save. First versus distraction, then versus disease. The Aurochs also takes a -1 to all of its attack, skill check, etc., damage.
Both fortitude saves.
Yes.
First one is a 22,
You are not distracted.
and the next one is an 18.
You are not diseased.
Neat.
Haley, you want to give me those for the... I don't care about the disease one, just the distraction one for the Aurochs.
Oh, I didn't realize I had to do that.
Yeah,
So
he's-
What am I doing?
So you're rolling a fortitude save for distraction.
19 on the
Yeah,
die.
he good. All right, Matumbe, roll me a constitution check.
All right, I was stable. I'm not anymore. Let's see if I get stable. Fuck. God, that's close. My constitution modifier's 2. So I add that to my roll, which was a 10. Gets me up to a 12.
Oh,
I'm at -3 hit points. So that's
you're
not
not
gonna do
-4
it.
now.
Yep, he continues to bleed out.
Ikmer.
All right. I guess I thought he could do damage to
No,
with a
you can't do
bludgeoning
damage
weapon.
to the swarm unless you get something that can AoE them. Or you pull out a torch and try that.
You know, I really thought when I ran away from these things, they would continue to attack Ikmer, keeping it close to the regular combat. Boy, was I wrong.
Hungry for easy prey, baby.
There is. I mean, Ikmer's not gonna light a torch.
All right, so
So yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't have anything.
Try to maneuver. Oh, you're not close enough to maneuver Matumbe out of there.
I mean,
he could
Couldn't
still
you just like
can I push you?
walk? Yeah,
You
couldn't
can
you?
try to reposition.
he could
but I don't
5
know.
foot and try and reposition, but
could like pull him.
push? I'd rather
Because
push.
Matumbe
Highly
is
doubt
in
it.
this square here.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Are you
You could
able
pull him
to
out this way.
help me?
With the pulling toward.
Like
you
help
could
the
roll
aura?
to aid another you could roll to aid another that creature.
Yeah, he will take a 5-foot step closer to
Auric.
this Auric, which is essentially just it's an ox.
It is. It's a large ox, that's it.
I'm aiding now.
Is it just a straight roll or is it combat maneuver bonus?
Straight
CMB. Yeah, big no. 4 on the die.
Wait, if he's aiding the CMB, shouldn't you?
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
CMB?
you're right. You're right. Yeah.
Then
Add
with
your
that,
CMB.
it's way over. Like,
All right, so-
I'm
yeah.
20 total.
Alright. My turn?
Yep.
Okay, so Auroch's gonna go. I got an 8.
At a yep.
Alright. 26.
Sure
What's your-
beats my CMB of 20.
Okay, beats it by
6.
5, so beats it by more than 5, so you can move him 10 feet.
Alright, so move him 10 feet this way.
Can't do that.
You can't do that. Yeah, you got to move
Maybe
him
this way?
sideways.
I thought I was pulling. Am I pushing?
It doesn't matter. You're repositioning. Reposition
Okay.
is any direction, but you can't put him into another creature square.
Okay, that's fine. Put him wherever. Alright, and now that there is some space where I can see the swarm without another creature being in it. I need the swarm to make me a reflex save. As another bolt of lightning's coming down at it.
That's only a 15.
Will not save, so.
All right, so a burst of lightning hits the swarm.
Yeah, and because you failed that reflex save, we're looking at a total of 11 electricity damage.
11 total.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more than 11.
Just like last time?
Yep.
Great.
Next is Freya.
You're gonna channel, right?
Yeah. So I was trying to see, like, Freya really can't do much to hurt this swarm. So she channels positive energy again. 12 points of healing.
There we go.
All right.
And that also will affect the summoned creature, I believe.
Cool.
All right.
We're all at full. Well,
The swarm can
mine too.
move into all of the Matumbe summoned creature Ikmer squares. So each of you takes only 2 points of damage.
Noise.
Is Matumbe still positive?
Oh, yeah.
Yay!
Ikmer, fortitude saves. I guess Matumbe, fortitude save against distraction. Same with this creature.
26.
You're good.
22.
22, you're good. Give me that disease, fortitude save, Ikmer.
$12 on the die. 23.
Okay.
21 for the Auroch.
All right. It's Matumbe's turn. He's within the swarm.
So within the last couple seconds, he's gone up and come down a few times. That really messes with the persons.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's nuts.
So he is laying on the ground. He is still large. And at the end of the turn, he will no longer be nauseated, but he is nauseated right now, which means he can only take a move action.
So you can only get up.
Sea Griffin, I know you think you know a lot about I know you think you know a lot about Pathfinder, but I can also crawl for 5 feet.
Do it.
So he's gonna crawl for 5 feet. And that's it. That's all I can do.
Man, bet you didn't see that coming.
I totally didn't.
Got him.
All right. He was helping this ox, and does not see the benefit in pulling Matumbe because he's so far away at this point. Can take a 5-foot step back.
I think he sees Matumbe expertly handling his
Expertly
action
crawling
economy.
away. A la Rugrats.
Just masterfully handling his action economy
Yeah.
of one move action.
Throws up.
Oh, he's vomiting the whole time.
I just
Even when he was unconscious.
I just hope he is crawling backwards.
So it takes that 5-foot step back. What's he doing now?
Well, I guess that's all I can do because I mean, what are they? They're not going to take it in AOL.
You can take the 5-foot step back and then move away so you don't get in the swarm again if...
Yeah. Let's do that. I'm gonna end up right behind Freya.
Nice. Eclipse.
The Auroch, I think, will attempt to push Matumbe even further.
Into the corner of the, of the dining hall.
Because this is what it's good at.
With those soft
22.
Push!
5 feet.
All right. Hey, it's something. All right, so it's gonna try to soak up the damage here, I guess, and then Eclipse is gonna call lightning again because I still have those.
Okay.
Reflex save.
Saucy.
Fail.
Alright. 12 damage.
Kill it.
Yay!
That's what I'm talking about.
Alright, I got 3 more lightnings for the next about 6 minutes.
So you put
Anyone
them
you
all
guys
into
want me to get?
Matumbe.
Anyone you just really hate here.
You mostly.
Hey,
So I'm going to ask you to finish your drinks.
See you
See you next week.
I knew it. Hey, you can give us a nice show.